We have an election for the ages coming up November 5th, 2024. Trump versus Kamala. Now, Trump isn't new to uphill battles against history, especially when it comes to possible first woman presidents. He stood in Hillary's way, 304-227. So far, he's 1-0. As far as political experience, this isn't Kamala's first to do rodeo. She was the first woman, first African American, and first Asian American to hold the San Francisco District Attorney seat and the California Attorney General seat. And she was the first woman, first African American, and first Asian American to be elected Vice President of the United States. Plus, she got re-elected as Attorney General in 2014, so really she's like 4-0 in her first to do battles. But if you're pixel counting, Kamala is actually 12-0, a victory for each of her first to-dos. 12 because she was the first woman, first African American, first Asian American to get elected to each seat, and the first woman, African American, and Asian American to sit as vice president. That's 9. But you also have to count her re-election as Attorney General as an additional 3. Whew, Trump may not have a chance. But wait. Kamala was born in 1964. In 1964, Trump was 4 years away from graduating with a Bachelor's of Science in Economics at the age of 17. Trump's career spans business, media, cult of personality, and finally politics. Besides his bankruptcies, the only time he really lost was in 2020 to guess who? Biden and Kamala. Kamala does have more political experience over Trump, given that Trump has basically been a businessman his entire life. Now, America is a corporation. Trump has some first to-dos under his belt as well. Trump is the only U.S. president to have been impeached twice. He was also the first former president to be convicted of a crime. He was also the first U.S. president without prior military or government experience. But hey, at the end of the day, even with all this pre-election media to consume, it's all about government service. Which of these two presidential candidates would best serve us? The population, the workers, the parents, the leaders, the citizens of this great constitutional republic. A comprehensive way to get an idea, in my opinion, is to look at the track record of each candidate while in government positions. Why would we want Kamala as president? Why would we want Trump back? I don't even want to get into the promises. Let's just take a look at the track records. In her political career, Kamala has proposed policies aimed at supporting black entrepreneurs, including providing $1 million loans to start businesses and investing in mentorships and training programs. Cast the tie-breaking vote to advance the plan providing economic relief during the COVID-19 pandemic. Advocated for the ACA and worked to protect healthcare access for millions of Americans. Launched a public-private partnership to address the root causes of migration from Central America by creating local jobs and improving living conditions. Launched initiatives focusing on diseases that disproportionately impact brown men like diabetes and prostate cancer. Championed progressive policies to expand healthcare coverage and increase the minimum wage. Secured a $20 billion settlement for California homeowners affected by the foreclosure crisis. Implemented reforms to reduce recidivism and improve public safety. Kamala Harris has had a significant impact across various roles, advocating for progressive policies and working to address critical issues both domestically and internationally. Donald Trump has a little weight under his belt too. While in office, Donald Trump signed the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act in 2017, lowering the corporate tax rate and providing tax cuts for individuals. Before the COVID-19 pandemic, the U.S. saw significant economic growth, with 7 million new jobs created. During Trump's presidency, America reached historic low unemployment rates. Focused on replacing the Affordable Care Act, though efforts were unsuccessful. Signed the First Step Act into law, aiming to reduce recidivism and reform sentencing laws. Supported universal school vouchers. Rolled back numerous environmental regulations to promote business growth. Implemented stricter immigration policies and increased border security. Of course, each of these selections has deeper facets to research and understand, but in general, both Kamala and Trump has made significant contributions. However, I would say that Trump's list is way longer than Kamala's on political achievements while in office. These are just a few items from a longer list on both sides though. So on one side, we have big old money, life experience, and an ego with enough nuclear energy for a second Big Bang Theory. On the other side, we have a political technician with historic achievements on her side. Trump is a mess but get things done, and I believe he has a genuine adoration for his country. Kamala is more reserved and thoughtful in her movements. Her immigration policy is impressive. Very well thought out. More solution-minded for both sides of the border, not just one side like Trump's investing into keeping people out without actually looking into the root causes of our border problems. Are you a Trump supporter or a Kamala supporter? Has anything in this video taught you something you didn't know about either side? Did I miss something? Was it a little? Was it a lot? Let's talk in the comments.